Hey, it's Chris here today from Huckabones Equipment. Today we're going to do a little bit of an overview of an F2690 and then go right into a demonstration showing this thing cutting on some hills. So let's dive right into it and get talking about this mower deck. So whenever you're dealing with the F-Series, out front you're going to have 4 deck choices. So there's either 60-inch or 72, side discharge or rear discharge. All been revamped over the years. It's got the nice deck belt that you can see is very nicely covered in there. Very hard to damage it with one of those sticks that comes out of nowhere. And to get in underneath there to clean, there's kind of a couple of buckles on each one. Lift the panels off and you can blow it out, clean it out however you want. And speaking of that, all the F-Series are nice and easy to get up to 90 degrees, so you can get cleaned underneath there without having to bend over or anything like that. Very simple to do with just a couple of levers. Actually with 1 lever and 4 pins overall, you can get it up on that 90 to clean it out. There's also lots of anti-scalp wheels. You got the 2 swivel wheels out front and then 3 stationary ones there to really help with that flotation. And speaking of flotation, having this deck out front is going to give you the best cut out of the Kubota lineup. And it's going to be floating that whole time. So, whenever it dips and dives, it's going to be right there with it, leaving you that 2-inch cut kind of idea. So, yeah, so then talking about the F-Series itself, again, this one's strictly going to be used for cutting grass, but you are able to get a cab through Kubota for winter use. It's not going to have your air conditioning, but it is going to have heat as well as extra work lights front and rear. You will need to mount a couple of sets of hydraulics out front, depending if you want hydraulic rotate as well as deflector, but that's about the only addition you'll have to do on it. Also out front of the F-Series, what makes them kind of special, being shaft driven, you're able to get your sweepers, snow blowers. There's about a multitude of different options available for the front of the units. Sometimes we get asked, can I put the blower of a B-Series on the front of an F-Series? It'll hook up perfectly fine. The problem is the gearboxes on the F-Series, they spin backwards compared to a regular tractor. So whenever you're matching up implements, try and stick with the F-Series units. Again, there is a multitude. They've been making the F-Series for quite a very long time. So there's quite different variations, but all pretty well hook up from one to the next. So when talking about the F-Series, there is only 1 horsepower now available, and that's at 26 horsepower. They used to have the F2690. Again, it had the same issues plague it as the B3350. With not having enough heat. So you'll probably see a redesign of it in the next 6 months to a year, more than likely using the same engine that is in the LX lineup on it. But currently there is just the F2690 available. So when dealing with it, it's 26 horsepower. You got 2-range hydrostatic transmission. So it has 4-wheel drive, which you can manually change from 2 to 4, or it does automatically have its 4-wheel drive assist when it senses going up and down hills, kicking into that. One thing that this machine has over either a zero turn or a GR, it is a nice wide platform. So whenever you're using it all day, you're going to be quite comfortable. It has a very deluxe seat on it, as well as just the creature comforts of tilt steering and full visibility too in and around you. You're sitting up a little bit higher. You're going to be quite a bit more comfortable in hilly conditions. You're not going to feel like you're going to be tipping over or anything like that. They have a nice little display that you'll see in your LX lineup that originally came out with the B50 series that they've incorporated into the F90 series. As stated, you got the 2-range hydrostatic transmission, hydraulic lift for your mower decks or snow blowers, and you also have your rear differential lock on there as well. So again, that when utilizing with 4-wheel drive is going to give you 3 wheels spinning at the same time and still give you the ability to steer. After that, it's all made out of metal other than your plastic fenders. And whenever you're dealing with that engine, bulletproof, they've thought of a few little things there with whether it be the air filters and placement of the rads, cleanouts and stuff like that. That lets you get full use out of that day without having to stop, clean it off, or worrying about overheating. So again, this is a full-blown commercial unit. It is relatively expensive, but it's just awesome to have and to utilize. So let's jump right into showing this baby up and going up and down some hills, so you can get an idea of what it's capable of doing. So. So that kind of shows you what the F2690 is capable of. You'll see like this is uncut grass, 2-3 feet high. It's rained the last couple of days, so so it's good soaking wet, and it still goes through it, no issues. Again, obviously on the way up I'm going a little bit slower, and it's trying to plug out the discharge chute, but otherwise it's going through it, and I did it all in 2-wheel drive. So again, this video is not going to do it justice to show how steep this hill is, but generally if we're doing demo cuts on this hill with like a 100 horsepower tractor with a hay bind, it's going to be in 4-wheel drive going up and down. So that should give you a little bit of an idea. This is steep, it goes up and down, so you shouldn't really have to be in 4-wheel drive too often. Otherwise, just in winter use, you may require it at that point. But otherwise, yeah, if you like today's video, please like and subscribe. And if you have any comments, please leave them down below.